The research is in. What is actually in that pseudoindoxil, that 7-OH, that mystery package you're buying at your local vape shop? If you saw my previous video, you know I have spent the last 2 to 3 weeks reviewing every peer-reviewed article I could find, every study I could find, and finally polling all of you. I have approximately 127 individuals I have collected signs, symptoms, and experiences from to bring you this information. So save this video, like it, share it. If you have not seen my video on what is pseudoindoxil, please go back and find it because I will not be reviewing all of that information in this video because there's so much to cover. A lot of you were previously reaching out to me saying, Mandy, there's something in this stuff. I don't know what this is, but I can't stop. I will get some days, I'll get some months, and I'll end up going back to it. And outside of that, I'm having debilitating side effects that are not normal for other substances. And some of these people, remember, were in recovery from H, Fent, various other substances for years, and they know what they're talking about. They know what the typical opioid-like flu symptoms are. They know what withdrawal symptoms feel like, and this ain't it. First of all, what's being sold in the gas stations under names like pseudoindoxil OXYL, or pseudoindoxil OXAL, or 7-hydroxymetragenine are not what they seem. They sound like pharmaceutical grade alkaloids. What they actually are is marketing buzzwords. Buzzwords slapped on unregulated products that call themselves herbal painkillers, kratom alternatives, and legal highs. So metragenine pseudoindoxil OXYL is a semi-synthetic compound made from kratom alkaloids. It's highly expensive, it's experimental, and it's not something that's legal to sell in gas stations. Pseudoindoxil OXAL or anything like that is fake. It's distorted. It's sold to make you believe it's highly experimental, it's high tech. It's not. It's a buzzword. Okay, from the research I could find, lab testing, peer review articles, FDA and DEA reports are showing that what you're buying in the gas station comes down to one of the following things. Synthetic opioids like fentanyl analogs and other research chemicals, synthetic cannabinoids like K2 and or spice, adulterated kratom extracts, very synthetic, spiked with other adulterants, and or just random other things like tramadol analogs, etc., etc. Now let's talk about some of the signs and symptoms I was able to collect from these 127 individuals, and keep in mind, some of these symptoms were while they were detoxing. Some of them have continued after their detox, well after their detox, and some are just overall. They are as follows: diarrhea, tremors, confusion, hallucination, psychosis, kidney damage as diagnosed by a physician, rapid heart rate, chest pains, seizures, feeling like one was going to seize, heart palpitations times 1,000 that has continued for 7 months of sobriety, confusion, not knowing where I was for an extended period of time, akathisia, twitching and involuntary muscle movement that continued past 6 months, disorientation, shortness of breath, heart and thyroid issues as diagnosed by a family PCP, irritability, anxiety, muscular and abdominal pain, nausea, yawning, sneezing, of course. And finally, tanking testosterone. That's right, I have now collected 5 cases of male individuals that report upon getting clean into recovery and having a period of sobriety from 7-OH and or pseudoindoxil, they have the testosterone of an 80-year-old man and are now on hormone replacement therapy or waiting to start it. Yum. Additionally, of the 127 individuals in my little study, 4 of them reported testing positive for fentanyl with a PO or CPS drug screening after only using 7-OH. Of the 127 participants, 3 of these individuals reported having a K2 positive test using a Quest or LabCorp employment test after using 7-OH or pseudoindoxil. 6 individuals reached out and said that they tested positive for standard opioids on a panel test after using only 7-OH. Of course, with these results, we account for human error and deception. However, you interpret the result how you would like to. I'm just going to put the side effects and symptoms of K2 spice right here. Rapid heart rate, elevated blood pressure, chest pain, tremors and muscle spasms, delirium, stroke, kidney damage or failure, seizures, catatonia, agitation, irritability, hallucinations, aggressive behavior, SI, disorganized thoughts, confusion. I don't think I need to add the side effects of opioid use because nearly every reported symptom I mentioned in this video is also indicative of opioid use. I'm going to be honest. Knowing possible consequences and side effects never stopped me in the past, and I understand it may not stop you. However, if I help one person by bringing awareness to the possible long-term consequences of these substances, that's what I do it for. I won't change my opinion that these substances should not be so readily accessible, available at the gas station, because clearly people are returning over and over and over and over. And again, these are people that a lot of them have no knowledge, no previous history with substance use disorder. If you have symptoms to add, if you have experience to add, please put it down in the comments or DM me. I want to know. Each one of the people that views this video deserves a long, happy, painless life of recovery. And I want you to know that if no one's told you today. I'll see you on the next one.